Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is the mid-May 2022 tarot reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we are going to take a general look at what's happening through the end of May. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month for you, and a healing note. Let's see here. Starting with the summary card, we have the card shift. So in the last few weeks or month, I feel like you've probably felt a pretty significant shift going on, Sagittarius. But let's read through and see what information we have for you. The first card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, self-respect, unconditional love, and courage. Of course, the lion on that card being courage. So I feel like courage is the word that's sticking out here for me, Sagittarius, so far in this. Being courageous as you go through this shift that you're working through. The next card that we have is the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. I explain this though as like small bumps in the road because they're fighting with wands, they're not fighting with swords. So again, there are some bumps in the road going on as you're going through this shift, but it's not necessarily major, but it just hasn't been the smoothest path for you. The next card that I have is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a card, well, anytime we have an Ace card is a card of newness. The Ace of Pentacles specifically is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. I feel like a lot of you are on the path to a new job or some sort of new income, and that's really what this shift is pertaining to. And maybe as you go into this new job, it just hasn't been exactly what you thought it would be. Or again, there's been some sort of bumps in the road. But let's continue to read through this, Sagittarius, and see what other messages we've got going on. The first card we have is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is a card of friendship, celebration, circle of sport. Again, one of the meanings of that Strength card is unconditional love. So it does seem like you have a very good circle of support as you go through this transition. Again, there have been some bumps in the road. It hasn't been perfect, but overall, that self-love and unconditional love is very much so alive and well for you, Sagittarius. The next card we have is the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience, hard work, delayed success, waiting. If you look at this person, they planted these pentacles and now they're having to wait for these pentacles to grow. And what I'm getting here is that you do need to give it a little bit more time for some of these obstacles, rivalries, challenges to clear themselves up. They will clear, but you do have to give a little bit more time there, Sagittarius. Then at the bottom here, we have the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. If you look at this person, they're picking up their swords and they're essentially running away. I do believe this is you going away from this transition, or going through this transition, moving away from your old job and into this new job. I feel like there was theft, betrayal, dishonesty in your old line of work, which is driving this shift, driving this movement to this new job. Now in our second column, we're going to take a look at just in general what's coming for May. We have the card Space. I've been seeing this card so much this month. When I see the card Space, I really like it because it's about giving yourself time and space. So if you need to pull back, think, recover, renew, process feelings, this is about giving yourself the time and space that you need, Sagittarius. But let's see what kind of cards we get coming through here. So definitely still in the transition phase. It could be related to this job, but it could be something much larger as well. But let's read through these here. The first card that we have is the Six of Swords. I realize the Six of Swords card looks a little gloomy, but it's actually a card that I really like. So people are facing away from us, their heads are hanging low, and all these swords are stuck into the boat. But the boat is moving in a forward, positive direction. So it's like you're going through this necessary transition when we see the Six of Swords. This could also be relocating or moving as well. The next card that we have is the Death card. The Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate an ending, time to move on, rebirth, transformation. Again, this could be a transformation, this could be a transition, this could be physically relocating for some of you. And then at the bottom here we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a really good money card. It's very resourceful. You're enabling yourself to be in a better situation is the message that I'm getting here with the Queen of Pentacles. This is also a card of fertility, so for some of you hoping to get pregnant or have a child, definitely a good card for fertility going into the end of May as well. But let's clarify what we've got going on here. The first card we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of nurturing, healing, being supported. First and foremost, definitely make sure that you're giving yourself the time to heal and kind of rest and recover with that space card. But the one thing I do want to say about this is I feel like this transition, again, some of you could be moving, but it does feel very spiritual. Like there's healing that's happening here, there's learning that's happening here, there's support that's happening here. It's all part of this bettering yourself or getting to a happier place. With the Queen of Cups, we have this cup here, but it's really not a cup, it's more like a trophy. And it's like you're living into being a trophy, if that makes sense. You're bettering yourself, you're feeling better about yourself. You're in this transition for the long haul, benefiting you. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional and very strategic. When I see this card, this is like validation that you're doing the right things long term. So whatever this Death card transition is, transformation, however you want to look at that, you're doing the right thing. This is setting you up for success in the future, Sagittarius. The next card that we have is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a very collaborative card. Very much so a teamwork card. We were talking that you were well supported earlier, and that's going to continue as you move into the month of May. What do I want to say here though with this pairing? So the Queen of Pentacles, we were talking that this is very resourceful. I don't know. The message quite simply is coming through as you are being supported. So you're going to be more resourceful for yourself, but the circle of support is continuing on as we move into the end of this month. Now at this point in time, we're going to take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything money related. The first card we have is the Knight of Wands. The more I see this card, the more I love it, quite honestly. The Knight of Wands is a card of being very free-spirited, very creative. And when I see this card, it's like a card of freedom. So I don't know what's happening in your specific situation, Sagittarius. Again, this is general reading, so I can't know every situation. But it feels like there's financial freedom coming in, and there's freedom to make decisions, or like I feel like before you were being very much so told what you could and couldn't do at work. There's a sense of freedom and empowerment that's coming through. The next card that we have is the Star card. Star card is another great card. It's a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. For a lot of people being in the spotlight, this big star here, you'll be being recognized, or again being in the spotlight at work. So recognition and acknowledgement coming in for you there. And then at the bottom, it doesn't get much better than that. We have the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success, Love to see it anywhere in the reading, but obviously a wonderful money card. So the spread as it relates to money and your job is looking really, really good, Sagittarius. Let's clarify and see what other messages I can give you here. The first clarifying card we have is the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of anxiety, grief, worry. You can see this person is quite literally sitting up in bed, so something is worrying them to the point of keeping them awake. I feel like you have been like kind of on lockdown for so long that you almost don't know what to do with this freedom, but just know that there's no need to worry. Like I said, we have such an excellent spread running through this column that whatever you're related to or worried about related to finances or this new sense of freedom, you don't need to be. The next card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is a card about going within for clarity. This light inside the lantern is the light inside of you, Sagittarius. We do have 2 stars here, so definitely some recognition type energy, being noticed, being in the spotlight is coming through pretty strong. But the nice thing with the Hermit card, this is about being on your personal quest, living your personal truth, having spiritual illumination, like making sure that you're living to your fullest. And whatever's happening here, this transition, this change, this freedom, is like renewing your energy, renewing your hope, giving you that inner clarity. These cards are working really nicely together. It's that partnership. I feel like there's new alignment that there hasn't been previously for you, Sagittarius. The next card we have at the bottom is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords has a couple different meanings, but the meaning that is like being yelled to me at this point is compromise. You feel like you made a decision or you had to do something that was a compromise, but I mean, it doesn't get any better than the Sun card, quite literally. So what once felt like a compromise is going to be a blessing for you. It's going to be everything that you wanted. It's going to come full circle, very positive for you. So if you're feeling like you had to compromise, again, take this as validation that things are going to work out exactly the way that they should. Now we're going to take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So I think family, friends, relationships, children. Again, anything you associate with love. The first card we have in this column is the Justice card. The Justice card, Sagittarius, is always beneficial for you. This is cause and effect, win-win solutions, truth coming out. If you were going through something legal or contractual, this is a very good card for you as well. But what I'm getting is like the hard work you've put into your family or the hard work you've put into your relationship is really paying off. You've done so much and you're like reaping the benefits. And I know that sounds weird to say it with love, but it's like you have given so much and you're getting so much in return at this point. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very patient. This is very much so a money card. This is like new job or some sort of money news. When I see in the love column, though, this is like money surrounding you, Sagittarius. So oftentimes this is like your husband or wife getting a new job, a parent getting a new job, maybe your roommate getting a new job, or a friend getting a new job. This is like money coming around. This could also be an indicator that you're going to be moving in with somebody. So maybe it's like a next step in the relationship for some of you. This is not like going from one income to 2 income type feel. Then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting. You see this person has planted their pentacles and now they are quite literally sitting there waiting for them to grow. It does feel like there's something you're waiting for. This could be an engagement, a marriage. You could be waiting to enter a relationship. You could be waiting to get pregnant. But I'm acknowledging that there is some sort of waiting happening for you as it relates to love at this moment. The first clarifying card that we have for our love column is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance, harmony, moderation. It feels like something love-related has been kind of out of whack for you, Sagittarius. This is going to be correcting itself, coming back into balance. Again, you've done a lot. You've worked really hard. So this is like kind of reaping those benefits. Maybe things haven't really been a 50-50 split, and they will be going forward. So some balance in your relationship that maybe you haven't felt. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an ace card, it is a card of newness. However, this is like the ultimate love card here. This is new baby, new relationship, new marriage, new proposal. Again, some of you have been waiting for whatever this is, so just know that it is coming to you. So if you're single and want to be in a relationship, that seems to be in the cards. If you are wanting to get engaged or married or pregnant, looking really, really good there for you. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about going through a necessary transition. We had the Six of Swords earlier, so this transition is happening in your love life as well. The nice thing, again, remember the boat is moving and the boat is moving forward. So we seem to be moving out or transitioning out of this waiting period that you've been feeling, Sagittarius. This, again, can also be you physically moving or relocating as well. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide. So something to carry into the month of May with you. We have the card productivity. It seems like it's going to be a very productive month for you going into the end of May. But let's see what kind of messages come through here. The first card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident and very self-assured. Productivity feels work-related, like you're going to be very busy with work. And I will say that you need to be confident in the work that you're doing. This kind of feels like deja vu. Did we have the Queen of Wands already? This needs to be, you need to be very confident, very self-assured in the things that you are doing. We're going to clarify that card and come back to that, but that's my message there. Confident and self-assured. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional and very strategic. This is that long-term type energy, making sure you're on the right path. We did definitely have the King of Swords earlier. Intensive productivity, working hard. It's like this hard work is paying off. This hard work is putting you on the right path. Be confident and be self-assured as we continue to push forward. Then at the bottom here, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of teamwork, expansion, travel. We have had some moving and traveling cards for some of you. But this is like very celebratory as well. I feel like you're going to be celebrating the success that's coming as you continue to be productive, as you continue to be pushing forward hard for this strategic, intentional thing that you're hoping to accomplish. Let's clarify here. At the top, we have the Page of Swords. This is a very curious card, a card of gossip, a card of drama. When I see this card, I tell people to avoid gossip, avoid drama, avoid water cooler talk. And maybe that's where that self-assurance and confidence is coming in. Like you need to not let the noise distract you or deter you or change your mind on something. The next card we have is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of partnership. It could also be proposal and marriage. We did talk about that earlier. But I do feel like there could be something that's guiding you or moving you forward on this King of Swords, this very intentional, strategic thought process, those long-term goals. There seems to be somebody that you're leaning on as we proceed forward. Then at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of newness. This is specifically job, raise, promotion, investment. We were talking about you'll be celebrating all of your hard work paying off. And for many of you, your hard work paying off could be that new job, promotion, investment, that's some sort of new money. Now, Sagittarius, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions if you have them. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 9 of Diamonds. This is the 39 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the 2 of Hearts. This is the number 19 card. That is also a yes. And for question number 3, we have the 6 of spades. This is number 29 card. That is a no. So yes, yes, no for you, Sagittarius. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. Your crystal for this month is rock crystal, which is also clear quartz. It's good for clarity, purity, energy. It gets you going in your own way. It really helps with aim in life. We were talking very strategic and long term on this side. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card out of our Healing Nodes deck because we can all always use more healing. Your healing note says, you will begin to heal when you let go of the past hurts, forgive those who have wronged you, and learn to forgive yourself for your mistakes. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, when you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. If you feel inclined to include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Sagittarius, and have a wonderful rest of your May.